And then we have the next one is controlling of your emotion. Now, controlling of your emotion is it's as good as you having a proper risk management. You understand? Because once you have a proper risk management, you will be able to have a proper state of mind to follow up with your trade. Because once you are risking what you can afford to let go, you will not be over attached to the trade once the trader has activated you. But when you over leverage, you'll be very attached to the trade until you will be looking at it. You can never look at something else. You can't do anything until that market hit TP or hit your SL. It's all right. Now,
It's
rules.
always
Is that I can hear you?
okay, continue. The first one I want to read. It's always define what your
Always
risk
have a
before
defined
entering.
risk before entering any trade. Very, very important. Now, rules to risk management, because without knowing what you are going to lose, it will make you very attached to that trade. But when you know the risks involved in taking that trade, you know, okay, fine. If this market goes against me, I'm only going to be losing 1% of my account, which you have already accepted that risk already. For the fact that you are willing to let go of the 1%, that market will not affect you. You understand? You'll be able to let it go because you know, okay, fine, this market goes against me, I'll lose 1%. But imagine you enter a market without defining your risk, without using stop loss, and then the market starts going against you. The market now go like 100 pips against you, and you are losing like 80% of your account. How would you feel at that moment? You will sweat under AC.
True.
Because that time you pray that let the market just go to your entry so that you can close and rest. Now you don't want to make profit again, no. But before you enter because you want to make the whole money, you enter without defining your risks. But now because the market have been biting you, see, you're now praying for break even. You don't want to make any money. You just want to collect your own money back. If you pray, please go back, go to my entry, go to my entry. That market will never go to your entry. Once the market take your capital out, or the market will not start buying if you enter the buy. The market will buy above your entry and hit TP. And then you now start saying that the market is against you. It's not against you. You are against yourself because you enter a market without defining your risks. And then we have the next thing as being consistent with risks. Another thing that people struggle with is maintaining their risks. You are risking, you say you will never go above 1%, but because set up met all your requirement, you went above 1, when I went with 3%. Now that will affect your risk to reward ratio. That will affect your reward ratio. Because some setup you reach 3%, and then they wonder when you reach only 0.5%. How can you balance that? Do you understand? So you must maintain a risk so that you can be able to compare the risk and the reward to know the one that you are doing. If you are doing the right thing or you are doing the wrong thing. But when you are risking more in some setup and you are losing those ones, and you are risking less and you are winning, you cannot balance it. So, and the next thing is always have a reward that is at least 3 times more than the risk. At least if bad come to bad, let the reward be 3 times what you are risking. If you are risking 1%, at least make 3% of that trade back. Not that you are risking 1% to make 2% or 1% to make 1%. That is not trading. Now note, over leveraging is a poor man's mentality. Only a poor man want to make 500 billion from having nothing overnight. Because he wants people that he has been admiring to start looking at him like, this boy don't make, he don't hammer. You know, he's trying to show off to people that are looking down on him. So that will start affecting him. That's why people that are very poor struggle in the market than people that are coming from a rich home. Because when you are very comfortable, you already have food to eat. You already have what is giving you money already. Now you're not looking for what added skills to be able to use what you have to make income from it. You have money. Instead of going to give somebody how to manage, you now learn how to manage your own money yourself. Now this is your money, and you are not broke. You just looking for 10%, 5%, because you know that compound interest is the best. Imagine you are having a 10% every month for one complete year, and your account is $100,000. Have you not made that money times two? Which bank can get that kind of interest? Which company will get that kind of interest without you paying so many workers, paying damages, paying for this, paying for that? This is you and your phone, your normal data that you have been using before.
You know the anyway.
Thank you.
I'll figure that out.
That is it. So once you think in that direction, you'll not be over leveraging. Now only poor person just won't buy Lamborghini now. One one drive the biggest car. One know. Then the next thing we have,
Hmm.
compounding is an attitude of the rich man. You understand? Now, when you understand the benefit of little drop make and mighty ocean, you will be able to be in the business for long term. We understand that if you are making 5 or 3% of your account every month, 3 times 10, that is 30. You've made 30% of that account in 10 months. Which investment company can give that kind of interest in 10 months? Please tell me. 30%. Is there any
Hmm.
company? Is there any investment firm that can get that kind of
No company.
percent? There is none. Highest they will give you is 10% or 12 in 1 year. And people, you go and lock your billions of naira in banks that will give you 12% or 10%, when you can make 4% by yourself with ease every month without stressing yourself once you learn the skills. What you've learned so far, if you apply the proper risk management, you can be making 5% of your account or 4% every month without stress.
You're
Okay.
saying the truth.
No strategy is 100%. Now, this is why I say in Collie FX, we don't hide the truth from our student. We will not tell you that
Hmm.
here is a holy grail that once you learn it is profit, 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 profit. No, we emphasize more on the risks involved than even the reward. How many times have I been talking about reward, but I'm not talking about the risks, the risks, the risks, because that is the only way you can
Yes, yeah,
survive the
you say it
market.
more. You say it
Now,
more.
now, no strategy is 100%. Like, no matter how good technical analysis my boss is, sometimes he still have some losses. So it's not because I taught you, my boss taught you, then if he gives a setup, but you must take it. No, before you take it, make sure you check it to see if that setup have met your own conditions too. You understand? Because at the end, you are the one that will answer for your money, not us. So before you
That's big
take
one.
any trade, you have to be justified that you are convinced yes, that that market you should take it. Not because everyone said take it, not because Mr. Bank said take it, but because you checked it and you were convinced the market have also met your own conditions. Then you took it.
Condition. Okay.
It's all right. Now, you are a successful trader when you manage your account for 3 to 6 months. You understand? When you have been able to
Hmm.
maintain one account for 3 to 6 months without blowing it, you're a trader, a very good trader. Whether you are making profit or not, for the fact that you didn't blow it, you are doing well.
Hmm.
Now, I spoke
That's
about
a
risk
good.
to reward earlier, but we'll still talk about it at the end part because these are the things that make people struggle in the market. Now, risk to reward ratio is a term used to describe the mathematical relationship between risk and reward you as a trader are willing to take on each trade you take. As a trader, never pick a trade that is less than 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward means you are willing to risk 1% to target 3% in return. Now, when I say the power of three, I mean power of two when it comes to risk to reward, the ability for you to accept the risk for the reward that is to come. Because knowing the risk that they are going to take and the reward that is coming, that reward will make you take that risk because the reward is very big. If that risk go well, the reward that will come is massive. So you will take that risk now with relaxed mind. That if it goes my way, I am making times 10 of what I'm risking. So that alone will give you that inner peace inside of you to relax. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's all right. Now, like we discussed earlier, you have to calculate your loan calculator now. So if you are targeting a 1 to 6 reward and you're risking a 1%, it means that 1 to 36, you're making 36% of that account on that one trade. The market goes well. If you are risking 0.5% and the market, you're targeting a 1 to 10, that market hits it, you have made 5% of that account. So you can see that you don't have to risk massive to make a whole big percentage. Risking 0.5 can give you 5% in just one trade. Just have a working strategy. And in Collie effects, we already have, which is head and shoulder pattern, change of character. After market give you a change of character to the upside, wait for what? Let market form a new structure, higher low. What a higher low have been formed, that higher low that fills the recent swing high becomes a level of interest to join. So these are the same things from our beginning to the last part of our class are the same things we've been talking about.
So you have saying it.
Yeah. Now, how to build a good trading habit? Start number one, like I always say, if you don't believe in yourself, if you believe in me than yourself, you can never make it in forex. You cannot, like, take it from me, you will not make it because you'll be doubting your setup, and your setup that you'll be taking will be hitting stop losses. The ones you say no, I won't take, this one will be hitting TP. That will make you doubt yourself more. And then each time you take my setup, sometimes they go, but because you've already had some terrible losses already. Maybe you take my own only once, it goes well, and you took your own only once, it didn't go well. You start doubting yourself. And then my next five I took, he didn't take it with me, but they didn't go well. You don't know. You understand? But you, only one that you took that went against you, you already doubt, and you're believing me that taking 6 trade and I've lost 5 and I won only 1. You're believing me more than you said I don't lost only 1 trade. That is why no matter how much you believe in your mentor, you learn from them to make yourself better so you can depend on yourself. The only thing I will tell you you should do is you can decide to learn from us. It's still everything you can squeeze from us, squeeze it, but make sure you try to apply it by yourself. So listen, in the next 1 year, you can comfortably say, I am a forex trader. We are full chest. And once you believe in yourself, the market becomes so easy for you. Because believing in yourself means you have accepted the risks. You have accepted the fact that it's not every time that market will go for you. So you already know that if you take 10 trade, if you lose 7, 3 goes for you, you are still in profit. So that confidence is there. And once you have it, you have an edge. The second point is see yourself as the best forex trader. In calling FX, we will always emphasize on these things because these are the only things that will limit you. Because if you don't see yourself as the best, how can you be able to take setup when you analyze it by yourself? That is when you want to send it to me first. Boss, check it for me. I will check it. But for how long will I continue checking it for you? You understand?
That's the thing.
Yes. Because a time will come, I might be busy with other people because people come into my life every time. And if you are there, at that time, I'll give you the attention you need. But the moment another set come in, I will shift that attention to the next set because I'm like a mother. The new baby that I just put to bed is the most important to me as of that time. So for the time that you have the chance to squeeze what you can squeeze, make sure you learn to see yourself as the best forex trader, because once you set it as the best, you will try to be the best. You understand? If you set yourself as the best, you want to be the
Yeah.
best, so you will work hard to be the best. But when you are content with just, I'll take signal now, you are so relaxed. You don't even read, you don't even back test, you don't even do anything. But when you want to be the best, you will back test, you will spend time on your chart, trying to understand sequence of the market, how the market been in the last 3 years, 4 years, what have been in control of the market in the last 3, 5 years. You will check, because all data will help you improve to make you better. Now, very important, number 3 point, very, very important. Take advantage of your losing trade. Take advantage of it. Sometimes we traders will get so angry that we forget to do the right thing, which is to go back and check why that market took you out. Every trade you
Mm.
lose has a reason. And if you go back and look at it, you will see the reason why that market took you out. And you will have to learn from it. If you don't learn from it, that same thing will happen to you over and over and over again. You understand me?
Okay.
Now we have the
I
next
understand.
one as never feel pain in losing. Once you feel pain in losing, you want to revenge. You will want to attack the market. You are scared of trading because you have had some losses. But once you feel joy, once you accept losing, once you accept losses on in trading, your trading becomes very easy. You have peace because you have that mentality of it's either my stop loss or my take profit. Once you have that kind of mentality, the market will not be consuming you anymore.
Mm.
The last point, make your losses as a sense of strength to develop more. Very important. When every weekend, what I do is I go through my trading journal every weekend to check all the trade I took for that week, the ones I would have avoided, the ones I would have taken over and over again, and then I learn from it. Even the ones that hit it that I would have avoided, I will still learn because I know that one was just luck. I was opportune. So I have to still learn from it. It's not because market have hit TP, therefore you are right, right, right. No, 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 no. It's not enough. You can just enter market at a premium price and buy, you still make profit. That doesn't mean you are right. The market just happened to just favor you that time. But if you do it consistently, you will never see profit in the market. Talking about long term, you have to study the market to understand what works for suits you. It's all right. Now,
Okay. I
how to
understand.
achieve high performance in trading? Where see your next 2 years as a learning process. Very important. Take it like you are not focused so much on the profit yet. You want to make sure in the next 2 years, when you speak about market structure to people, people will stand and listen to you. I saw myself that way last year. I was like, I want to go to an event and I want to speak about market. Let people listen to me and learn knowledge from me. Let people I wish they can have the knowledge I have. I wanted that last year. And this year, that has happened. Because when you think that way, you will put in more effort in learning. And once you
More effort,
learn,
more effort.
when you learn, the result will show. Once you learn forex, the result will show for it. So if you pursue the knowledge, the result, which is the money, will show. Because you'll be withdrawing your small, small stipends until you get the account that everybody is praying for. Because everybody is praying for that large account that you know that, okay, fine, 3% in a month, you are fine. You don't have to be looking for 10 or 20%.
Mm.
You find even 1% to just calm down, you do okay. 1% should be fine with you. And then another thing that the other point I need to that will help you achieve high performance in trading is having your trading journal. Very, very important. Every market you take, you copy it and you put in your journal so that you can be seeing your trade history for the last 6 months so I can know what you've been doing for the last 6 months. Check the lose percentage, the win percentage. Are you in profit? If you are in profit, then it means you have a good working strategy. So maintain it. But you can't track that record without having a journal. So it's very important to have one.
Okay.
So the next thing is focus more on losing trade. Now, any trade you lose, focus more on it. Try to understand why you're losing those setups. Try to understand it, because when you try to understand it, you will avoid losing trade like that. Because most time we spend much time counter trading. We are supposed to be looking for what? Trend continuation. And we don't even know that if you are counter trading, we should be looking for major shift before we can now consider the movement. But because we are rushing to catch all the moves in the market, we just rush in and rush out, which is bad.
So,
So, what we've been doing so far, any questions so far?
no, I'm getting them. It's I think it's more one of the most important aspect of this learning. These
Yes,
are things I'm jotting down and I'm digesting them also. I know I need them. With all
yeah,
this, some of them you have been mentioning it coming before now.
yes.
So I yeah, I'm familiar with some of them. So I'm trying to get them. I need to grab this. That is settled in me because I know it's one of the things that will help me
Very, very
once
important.
I take it.
Very, very important, because this is the only way you can succeed in the forex market. Understanding all these rules, because they will keep you for long term, unless you are planning to just come in and go out, which I know you don't want. You want to be here long term. Now, focus on your energy or your strength or your pattern. You understand? Don't pay so much attention to another person. Like, in as much as you may admire the way I trade, the only thing I will advise you do is copy my style of trading, and then focus on having that appetite to develop yourself to becoming better than the person you are admiring. Once you have that, and like I always say, the advantage you have with this our group is all our chart history are there. You understand? I think
Mm,
my chart for the last
mm.
6 months are there, my before and my after. If you go back and be saving the before and the after, you can compare to know how many stories and how many TP I have had. And you can see that I have almost the same entry reasons. So develop yourself,
I'll, I'll,
develop on your like develop your style. Once you do that, the sky is just the beginning. And then we have the next thing is be creative. Be creative in the sense that you can dictate what the market is always doing over time, because the market is always recycling. You understand? The particular cycle that the market is always doing that same circle consistently. Every time market is always doing that. So when you are creative enough, you'll be able to understand the pairs and their different uniqueness, because every pair have their uniqueness in them. But if you're not creative, you'll not be able to understand this. Now, be ready to learn more. Never stop learning as a forex trader. As a forex trader, the day you graduate from your forex academy, that is the day that your learning begins. Because you are going to face a tougher battle in the market. By yourself, it will be challenging, but with the community, it will be easy. That is why we are here, to make it easier. Now, as a forex trader, try to go to the gym. Very important, to help relieve stress, or you take yoga, because stress trading is draining. Trading is stressful. Trading, sometimes people look at you like, oh, on a very easy work. Let me just go and do forex so I can have peace. Retirement plan is very, very draining. Imagine when you are in the market and you're looking at catching a 1 to 10 RR, and the market gave you a 1 to 9 and then came back and took you out on break even. You didn't make profit, you didn't lose money, but the market took you out. that alone will give you a mental problem that you'll be angry for the whole day. Like anywhere that talks to you, you are angry. What is the problem now? Leave me now. Just leave me. Leave me. Because you are the only person that they know what you're going through. The person doesn't even know what you're going through. But within you, you have lost, you have in short, you have even seen the car that you have bought with that money. Because you're not saying, look at the women that I let to go. I allowed this kind of woman to go. I would have closed and even dash away the money itself. That's just allow it go. So you will start feeling all those kind of pains. Now, when you go to the gym, you start carrying weight, you forget to help you calm down.
You
It will
forget.
relieve the stress. But when
Ease
you are
off.
at
It's
home,
true.
when you are home, that anger can make you open a lot of back and say, this money that I lost now, this market, you don't know me. You don't know that I'm from Nigeria. I will take times two of what people don't like me to make. You will leverage. And the market will make you smile for the next 10 minutes. The market will give you, you will see profit. The next thing you just see, market will clear your account. And then now the anger will now times 25. But the market does not care about your angry face. Doesn't.
Abio. If you invest in it, you will come back or you
Yes,
go.
now. And then the last thing is enjoy trading. Love what you're doing. Because if you don't love what you're doing, you can't do it well. So the first thing you need to do is enjoy trading. Once you enjoy trading, it becomes easy. Once it becomes something you love to do every time, it becomes so smooth, like so smooth. Okay, so that's where we'll stop today. We'll continue on Friday.
Right there. Thank you. Oh,
All right.
but this last session, that'll be like say
In this seminar.
between the sink. They tell you.
uh,
Even when they feel that they tired, all my attention antenna just stand up when the way they take talk up.
no,
I
because
know that these are very important.
very important too. It's okay. I'll drop the video much later. Please just make sure you drop my assignment, please.
I will do that. I want to promise you. I
It's
promise I
all
will do
right.
that.
Thank you. See you on
Thank you.
Friday.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I you too.
All right.
Thank you.